Guys, when I tell you, chivalry in this generation is finished.
Man, what I would love to see going into 2026 is man doing manly stuff like opening the car door for your girlfriend, for your wife.
Women want free meals. You're right. I will say it.
It is so annoying that as a female, when I'm carrying something heavy...
Women today feels like men owe them favors just because they're a woman. That is entitlement. You want chivalry, but you don't want to earn it, respect it, or return it. That's not tradition. That's convenience.
Where the f*** is the chivalry? There is no more chivalry. You know, I just came out of the post office, and why the f*** am I holding a door open for a man? Like, a grown-ass man? What? You know, I'm sorry. I'm old school, and I miss the days where men were holding open doors. Why are women holding open doors for men? I'm sorry. I know this is gonna offend, like, hella people, but, chivalry is f***ing dead.
Bring back chivalry, guys. Like, women are so impressed by the bare minimum nowadays. It's sad. Like, you hear your friend goes on a date and they're like, oh, he brought me flowers and he opened my car door. Like, bitch, that's literally the bare minimum. Where's the men who are buying me a Louis Vuitton on the first date? Bring back chivalry.
It is so annoying that as a female, when I'm carrying something heavy, a large suitcase, my table, my chairs, a bag, anything really, really heavy, and like men walk by and like don't ask if I need help going up or down the stairs, or the Uber driver just stands there while I take all these things out the back of the car and walk to my house. It just be like, I have to just say that I don't think he was raised right. And then when they hit you with the, oh, do you need help? No, I got it. I needed help 37 steps ago. I don't need help now. Like, chivalry. How do you want your daughter treated? How do you want your wife, your grandmother, your mother, your sister? You don't even hold the door. And that don't even go just for just men. It be other women too. Y'all hate when y'all gotta struggle and then y'all will turn around and close the door in another female face.
Number 1. Those men can walk by all they want and not ask if you need help. And if you do need help, you can open your mouth and ask for it. Like I always say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. What's funny is how these women expect chivalry from random men they don't know, but they don't expect the same thing from other women. Accountability magically disappears when it's time to help one another. I'm pretty sure women walked right past her too, but that part never gets mentioned. This idea that men owe assistance just for existing is entitlement, not chivalry. Real chivalry was mutual. It existed in a time when women also offered respect, gratitude, and cooperation in return. You can't demand old-school treatment while rejecting old-school responsibility. Most men refrain from helping women today because they claim to be strong and independent women that can whatever men do. This is the world women fought for.
Man, what I would love to see going into 2026 is man doing manly stuff like opening the car door for your girlfriend, for your wife, you doing the driving. You know, this is called the passenger princess seat for a reason. I've been seeing that like when I'm out and about with my husband. And it just irks me so bad. You're in the same car with your wife. I don't believe that you should be the one in the passenger princess seat, not letting your wife do the pumping of the gas. I just believe that if you treat her well, you will see your woman glow. And if that girl isn't glowing, you're doing something wrong. That kind of rhymed. What the heck?
The last guy I really liked, I remember I sat in the car waiting for him to open the car door, and we were just at the gas station and he was already inside of the gas station, and I was like,
just sitting in the car.
I was like, homie really doesn't get it. No, so like that kind of stuff is just like out the window.
Chivalry is so dead. Okay, so I fly kind of like constantly, and I feel like when women, let's say like me, I'm a girl, right? I'm trying to put my carry-on luggage on top, or if I'm having trouble because it's like kind of heavy, no one, like there's men around and they're just like, just minding their own business. I mean, yes, there's been times that men have helped me. Usually I feel like they're older gentlemen. It's like, it's just to me astonishing. Like I took a flight to New York this week and I saw this like old lady like struggling to get her suitcase, and there's like men all around her and no one is helping her. Like I had to help her. And it just makes me think like, is this like society? Is this how we are now? Like men cannot be like, I feel like it's common courtesy. Like if I feel somebody struggling, like with something the door, like, it doesn't take anything away from me. Like, but men feel like, I mean, not all men, of course, like men have helped me out before, but the majority or people around, they just don't care to help. And I think it's honestly fucked up.
I guess what she's not understanding is that ever since feminism entered the modern world, chivalry changed, not because men suddenly became worse, but because the rules were rewritten. Feminism pushed the message that women don't need men, don't want men's help, and don't want traditional roles. So men adapted. They stepped back. They stopped assuming, stopped offering, stopped risking being labeled creepy, patronizing or sexist for doing something that used to be normal. It doesn't take anything away from a man to help. Most men are naturally inclined to help. That instinct never disappeared. What changed is the risk attached to it. Today, men have to be extra careful when dealing with women. A simple offer to help can be misinterpreted, recorded, posted online, or turned into a story about unwanted attention. And in many cases, when men do try to help, women say, "I got it handled, I don't need help," or "I'm independent." Men have heard that countless times.
Where has the chivalry gone in this world? Like, I just feel like I'm asking for too much as a woman just because I want you to open the door for me. Because I want you to bring me flowers. Because I want you to surprise me with a date. Because I want you to pray for me and lead and guide and direct me. Am I asking for too much? Am I?
Can I just talk about how, on average, I'm opening the door for men more than they open the door for me?
Apparently, that's a problem. Otherwise, we wouldn't be hearing about it.
I knew that chivalry was dead, but, like, I didn't know it was dead. Like, I didn't know it was like this.
Like what? Being treated as an equal instead of a delicate, helpless woman that can't do anything for herself?
Like, I don't mind being kind to men, you know, opening the door for them, yeah. But it's just a little off-putting when it's like 3 out of 5 times I'm opening the door for a man, and he's just going right through.
Well, a lot of women do that to men. They go right through the door and don't even say thank you. But yet somehow women are offended when they're treated in the same way.
You feel like a man after that? Like, me personally, I wouldn't feel like a man after that. Like, I'd feel like a bitch.
It's rather ironic that when some women want to try to insult men, they usually end up referring to them by a term that was normally used to try to insult women, insinuating that they are feminine. Anyone else see the irony there?
And do you have any respect for yourselves? Like, you guys, like, on average, guys, I'm really out here opening doors for men more than they're opening for me. We're talking about grown-ass men. We're talking about grown men, like weird men, okay? Me, little lady, opening the door for you 3 to 5 times is kind of weird.
Interesting. And that goes right along with a little trend that I've been noticing, that some women really despise gender roles, except when it comes to men. They think that men apparently should stay in certain gender roles, but that it doesn't apply to women. Except, of course, when it benefits them.
Of course, the shaming. She said a man shouldn't feel like a man after a woman holds the door for him, and that he should feel like a bitch. I mean, who didn't see that coming? This is exactly how it always goes. The same people who claim they want equality are the first ones to weaponize masculinity when it suits them. They'll say gender roles are outdated, but the moment a man doesn't perform masculinity the way they expect, the insults come out. Holding a door is basic human courtesy. It's not about dominance, submission, or power. It's just respect. Turning that into an attack on a man's identity says more about her mindset than it does about him. And this kind of talk is a big reason men have checked out. Men are told not to approach, not to assume, not to help, then mocked if they accept help, or don't jump into a traditional role on command. Help her, and you're patronizing. Don't help, and you're useless. Accept kindness, and you're weak. You just can't win, and that's why so many men are done entertaining women.
Can someone please tell me why men walk a mile in front of women in Canada? I've been seeing this everywhere. Like, hold your damn woman's hand, please. Or at least just be in the same row. Unless it is like, stack it up, we're in a tight walkway here, like, one person's got to be in front of the other. There should be no way or reason why a man should be so far away from his woman. I mean, is chivalry dead?
Here's my question. Why don't men take initiative anymore? You guys love to talk all your talk online and texting and on dating apps, but when it comes to an actual date, where's the confidence now? I don't even know how many dates I've gone on that these men will like talk a big game and then we're there in person and it feels like I'm now babysitting you. Like you are so scared to make a move. And then the date will end and you haven't made a move. And so I'm like, okay, I guess that date sucked. And then you'll message me afterwards being like, oh my God, I really like you. Blah, blah, you're so beautiful. Can I take you out again? No. No, you can't take me out again. You cannot. You did not earn it. You did not do anything to earn a second date.
I can tell you with 100% certainty that you are missing out on the best of men if you allow this to eliminate them. Because this man either one, highly respects women and he's just cautious. He doesn't want to make the wrong move and make you feel uncomfortable. 2, he's super nervous because he really likes you. Or 3, this man is super aware of his weaknesses, which physical attraction can be one of those, which has gotten him into a little bit of a mess sometimes. So he doesn't want that to cloud his judgment, and he really just wants to focus on getting to know you as a person. I am telling you, all 3 of these reasons are because that man is a good man. I myself have personal experience in this because my now husband, he waited to kiss me until the 3rd date. And when we did finally kiss, it was super special and the sparks were flying. So ladies, I can tell you firsthand, it is definitely worth waiting for this kind of man.
I'm not entirely sure what she meant by making a move, but I'm guessing she meant a kiss or trying to sleep with her. And for her to stop talking to him because he didn't do that tells you everything. You're dealing with someone who prefers fast guys, the players. That's usually how it goes. A guy who takes his time, shows restraint, and doesn't rush things gets labeled as boring, unsure, or not masculine enough. Meanwhile, the guy who comes in hot, says all the right things, pushes boundaries early, and escalates fast, gets rewarded. And then later, when it blows up, the same women wonder how they got played. Slow, intentional men get punished in modern dating. Patience gets mistaken for weakness. Respect gets mistaken for lack of confidence. So the environment ends up favoring the very men women later complain about. The ones who don't take them seriously, don't commit, and disappear once they get what they want.
Chivalry is dead. I'm training for a half marathon, so I run in my neighborhood very often. And let me preface this with the exception of my husband, because he would never allow this to happen. Every time I go for a run, it never fails that there's men walking, running, or walking their dog. And when they see me coming, they don't move. And if they do move, they move away from the street. And if somebody has a dog, I'm not going to run right next to their dog because you don't know if they're friendly or not friendly. So I end up having to move into the street every single time. My husband would never do that to me or any other woman. He won't even let me walk on the street side if he's with me. So what are we doing?
Do you ladies believe that chivalry is dead? Because I just had 2 things happen to me, and it's confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. I don't know if it's the day and age that we're living in or if people just don't give a shit. But yesterday, I was about to leave a building, and there was a man in front of me, and we were practically walking side by side. So he knew I was behind him, yet he didn't hold the door for me. He literally had the door slam in my face. Number 1. Number 2, today I was getting on an elevator and there was a man standing in the elevator. And since I got on the elevator after he did, he was standing in the back and I was standing in front of him. Anyways, we get to the ground floor and I'm about to exit since I'm in front of him. And what does he do? He scoots his body in front of me to let himself off the elevator first. didn't even occur to him to allow me to exit before him. Not only because I'm a woman, but because I was naturally in front of him, I should have exited first. Those two things have confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. Just no human decency nowadays.
So this woman is mad because a man didn't hold the door open for her. She also claimed he knew she was behind him. Then she brought up another situation in an elevator where a man scooted himself out to let himself out, and her reason for feeling like she should have gotten out first was because she's a woman and naturally in front of him. I can understand naturally being in front of him. That part is just positioning and common sense. But everything after that is entitlement. Being in front of someone physically doesn't automatically translate into being owed special treatment. If you're closest to the exit, you go first. That's normal, gender aside. What she's really saying is that her gender alone should override logic, circumstance, and even the man's own movement. This is the core issue. She's not asking for courtesy. She's demanding automatic deference. And that's not equality. That's hierarchy. She wants men to be hyper-aware of her presence, read her mind, anticipate her expectations, and then prioritize her simply because she's a woman. What makes it worse is the assumption of intent. He knew I was behind him. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Or maybe he did and chose to mind his business because, again, men are constantly told, don't assume, don't hover, don't intervene. Men are navigating a social environment where one wrong move can be criticized either way.